Okay, folks, how you doing? This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I know you got a deal coming up here with things going on, so find out what kind of shows we got here. It seems to me I've got a Shields commercial. Cotopaxi, whatever that means. Hughes Fusion Net. So that's not too different. So how you doing? I'll get some stuff going here. Let's take two. And see how things are going with people here. I got more people showing up, hopefully. I'm hoping everything goes well because, yeah, that's how it is. Sorry. Wasn't feeling very well today, so I stayed home. Wasn't feeling well. Wow, not well. But I'm here now. Trying to get things taken care of. So there we go. Hope everybody is doing well. I miss you guys. See now, you guys. Hopefully everything has been well for you guys. With luck, I'll have my Bowhunter safety stuff up and running here in a second. I have to log in because I haven't done it yet. Hopefully we can get this thing off the ground. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Hey, Molly. Just to let you know, Rob, my boy tried to claim your big sticker from me. He snagged one of your small ones, but yeah. I will be sending off some stickers to you shortly. I'll have Jenny send it off through work. Hey, Rob. If I seem a little out of it, haven't been feeling well. Literally right before the stream I was out cold. But I had set this up earlier, so hey, me. Hope things are going well with everybody else. I just wasn't feeling well today, so here I am. Hey, South, how you doing, brother? Thank you for coming. I got the part 6, which I didn't get the chance to do last Thursday, so I'm going to try to do it today so we can hopefully get this part knocked out. It's not too challenging, hopefully. It's just interesting information you learn if you want to ever go bow hunting in Iowa or just bow hunting in general. It's good information. So, anybody have any questions? Or you want to join me up here? You're more than welcome to. The link's at the top of the chat. Only thing I haven't done yet is a thing here. Let's see here. I'm going to edit that one here. Yeah, let's do that one. That's good right there. So let's see what happens. What do we got here? Yeah. What's the word? If you don't want to post them on here, you can always send them through me through Facebook, Rob. So that way you don't have to announce it to the world. But it's whatever you're comfortable with. It's your body, your choice, type of thing. So, but I hope it's good news, not bad news. or at least news that could be corrected with surgery, like my knee, my heart, that kind of thing, my hands, things I've had surgeries on. I'm still sending out invites, so hopefully we can get everybody in. I literally just woke up half an hour ago or so. Then I promptly fell back to sleep. I asked Jenny to wake me up. Let's try to make sure I got everybody taken care of. And all that fun stuff. I don't think I have any other people down there. But that's about all I got right now. I was just going over my list of people from Facebook side. Make sure I got everybody covered here. My friend John McBride, you never know. Hey Blake, how you doing, brother? Oof. I can understand that. Rob, just like I said, just send it through me on Facebook and you and I can talk about it later. And my words for future, after you're healed from all this, don't do that. It hurts. Working? What are you working on there, Blake? Okay. Yes, if you're wondering why, I've got changed out and changed into this morning because it was a little chilly. Okay. What kind of taps? I know at least 3 different types. There's beer taps, there's shoe taps, and there's playing music for farewell for the end of the day taps. Oh, okay, I gotta get that message from Rob here to see how that is. Left shoulder commuted is greater tuberosity fracture, non-displaced anterior glenoid. Okay, with labrum tear. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of big words there, Rob. I read it. I understood most of it, but not everything. I am not a physical therapist, but I do play one on TV. Just kidding. Just an old Army medic and former EMT, so I can do my best. Hey, Crucy, how you doing, brother? Well, thank you, Blake. Now I know 4 taps. You can call it tap dancing, but that goes along with the shoe taps that I know from the military. So I've been better since last night. I was basically not able to hold anything down. And right now, I ate just a few about an hour or so ago, half an hour to an hour ago, and I'm hoping I keep things down. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I just hope things stay to where they're supposed to be. So if I have to do my best to move quickly, that's probably where I'm going. I can understand that, Rob. Oh, hey, hon.
Yeah.
Rob's um, the ball socket,
Uh-huh. Separated.
two pieces,
Ooh.
cracked in two.
Ouch.
I'm not sure what that bone's called.
Ball socket joint.
Oh, no, just the ball socket, the ball itself, not the joint, but the tendons and that ball uh, socket, they all separated. So he's got to wait for the bone to heal. Then, then they're going to do surgery to fix everything.
Okay.
So I hope you heal quickly, sir. And if there's anything you want to do that doesn't require you doing a lot of heavy lifting or anything, we do have access to a 70-year-old you can boss around. Well, you can help me boss around. I don't think he'd have an issue with it. But yeah, we'll figure something out. We can do something fun that doesn't require a lot of physical labor from you, but still can be also fun. We could go, you and I could go over to the Brass Armadillo like Scott and I did, and hopefully we can get that, do something like that with him. Um, I do have a plan for something in the spring over at the Watcher County Flea Market when it comes over in the spring of doing a big get together for that weekend for people who's interested, that is, about doing a bug out bag ish type thing that slash treasure hunt. So yeah, if anybody's interested in that, let me know. I'd be interested to do that. We can talk more about that later. But I think Scott and I are going to try to organize that one the best way we can because that place is amazing. My daughter Pepper did get a chance to go on Sunday, and she loved it. She just, it's a lot to take in. She did get a chance to pick up some things, so that's cool. But until you get your shoulder healed, I'm not sure if it's a left or a right one, so I'm just choosing my left because that's what I usually do. So probably your left or your right. Let me go back and read that again. Yeah, left shoulder. Okay. So no bow hunting, no hunting in general. Do you have your arm in a sling at the very least? Sorry, I got to look through my glasses. I'm waiting for my new ones to come in. They're not due in till the 13th, till Friday. Yep, this is my left shoulder, my left arm. Okay, if you're supposed to be wearing a sling, then wear a sling. I know you have to type and everything, but do it easy, okay? Don't overextend yourself. You'll just make it harder on you yourself in the long run. We do have an extra sling if you need it. Hey, Molly. Hey, Jason.
Hey,
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Eating our supper?
yeah.
Let me turn up my volume. I had my volume turned down a little bit.
Uh,
So you probably hear me better now.
yeah. So you have the ick, huh?
I don't know what I got, but I do know that from last night till now, I really hadn't eaten much. I mean, I ate a little while ago, but I can't guarantee you it will stay down
Mm.
because I didn't feel I could. So, but it was KFC, and I love KFC. So if I have to move quickly, you'll know why. But that's all I can do, and I can't move fast either. So my knee, between my knee and everything else, that's just ugh. Okay. If you need an extra sling, we got extra ones. We acquired them over the years. We got a lot of safety gear for some reason. Don't ask me why. I hope everybody. We're going to try to get this Unit 6 section of the Iowa's Bowhunter safety course off the ground today because we kind of went out the window last week. So, no, don't get me wrong. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Because I'm still learning stuff. So, yeah. Man. I was literally asleep, like I said, a half an hour before the stream. I had everything set up. I felt like I needed a nap over a 2-hour nap or something. And I'm still not 100% awake.
Mm.
So if I seem me a little out of it, that's why. Between my stomach and everything else. Because it feels like I got a sinus infection. Because where it hurts is right behind my nose. But I'm not sniffling or anything like that. I have been sneezing occasionally, which is weird. But that's it. And I don't have a major temperature like I would normally think I would have. To me, having what is considered a normal temperature is high for me. You know,
That'll happen tomorrow.
Huh?
That'll probably happen tomorrow.
Well, my temperature is going up?
Yep.
Because I have a 98.1 temperature. My normal temperature is around 97. So that even though it is just it's a degree, I feel like crap. But not overly so, but just enough. But not enough for work saying, "Oh, you're sick, you got to stay home." But the throwing up has a tendency to, "Oh, you're sick, you stay home." But that's neither here nor there.
No, they sent me home.
Oh, they won't let me come in. If I'm throwing up, they don't want me anywhere near that warehouse because I will just yerk everywhere. And the thing is, it's just like it's just one of those things that just you knew you had to do it. And everything just kept on coming out. But that's enough of the yucky stuff. I don't want to talk about it anymore because that's what it is. Now, how are you guys doing? How was your weekend?
So it started today.
What just started today?
My weekend.
Oh, well, happy weekend to you.
Uh,
How was your weekend starting so far?
I got to take a nap today.
yeah, nice long nap.
Well, I tried to sleep, but it was like one of those things I was tired, but I couldn't sleep. The only reason I slept earlier because I forced myself to sleep, which is why one of the reasons I have this hat on. I could throw my hat over my eyes and I could zonk out. Okay, let's see here. Everything is going. No one else is hurt besides Rob and me being not well. How is everybody else in the chat? Hopefully things are going well with you. Well, glad to hear it, Chrissy.
Mm.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Oh, that's right. It's the 10th.
I don't understand it myself, but that's okay. That's the only one I never understood about his Canadian Thanksgiving.
They
Well,
have
same as
something
ours.
else to be thankful for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to connect what it was. I mean, if Chrissy could enlighten me, I'd be grateful.
That the
'Cause, I mean-
Americans are next door.
Grateful that we're here. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that things went well for you guys. Our Thanksgiving is not till next month, but right now,
I totally forgot all about that, Chrissy. Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm hope I will am healthy enough with my knee and everything to start getting ready for hunting season. I want to go do some rabbit and squirrel hunting badly because I wish I could do it in the city because there's a freaking squirrel outside my house with his body's like that big around and about that big.
Mm.
That's
Save
not
that
running
for
the tail.
Armageddon. Save that
Huh?
one for Armageddon.
Say what?
We saved those ones for Armageddon.
Yeah, but he's literally, he's within bow shot. And I'm left-handed, so it's a good shot. He's like right out this window. Moving the fifth wheel tomorrow, so I got a bit of work. Okay. Are you done for the season there, Jarrett? Or do you have any more events going on? And hey, thanks for coming. I'll look it up in a bit because I have to pop over to my YouTube site in order to check that link out. Let's see here. Really? Oh, there it is. Yeah. The fresh. Okay. Harvest says it's full. Sorry, doing some research. It started in 1957. Okay.
Mhm.
They're only optional in Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. Dang.
Is that all of it?
Yeah.
There's no more ice?
Yeah, I told you several days ago, like that when the bag was this full. You're like, okay, Jason will get ice tomorrow.
I did.
There's another bag somewhere?
No, that was the bag I brought home the other day,
Yesterday?
3 days ago.
No. There's
The other bag lasted a week.
Okay.
because I told her
Good to know, Jarrett.
like, rice in here. The same bag will last more than 3 days.
Chrissy, the link you gave me was not quite correct, but I can give you the updated one. Here's the updated one on the Canada Thanksgiving thing because
I have the nugget
hey, Deb,
with it. Oh, thank you.
not user friendly. Oh, that's good to know, Deb, that your things are getting done for your house, getting ready for winter. Glad you could make it, Deb. I will be starting the Bowhunter safety course thing shortly. As long as we see how many we got in here. We got 7 people watching right now. We can get up to 10. I can probably get started on that and talk about some stuff. We did find out some information for our minivan, how much it's going to cost us to get it fixed. There's the price right there.
Ooh, $1,700.
Nope. $16.97.
That include labor?
That's called a bottle of whiskey.
Mm.
That's everything. We pay for the parts. He puts it on. We give him a bottle of whiskey.
You mean R&R? Remove, replace?
Yep, basically is all he's doing. And he's going to do it right out here. And he's my name here. Who's this?
Oh, by the way, Crucy, I'm waiting for Canada to get their Independence Day.
How you doing? It looks like Blake, but I can't be sure. Hello? I can't see you. Give me a second. Let me try this again.
I think it's Crucy.
That's Chrissy?
I think so. Sorry about the bad link.
That's okay. I want to know, is this you, Chrissy, up here? Because it just says my name here. I can't tell. It look.
I'm sorry, that's like the first red flag. Don't let anybody up unless you see them.
No, he said sorry about the bad link.
No, that's the first link for the Canada Thanksgiving. That looked like Blake, though. I can see a picture of the person on my side.
Huga.
Hey, Huga.
No, it was not Crucy.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was probably Blake.
It might have been Blake. No, he's probably deep inside of his garage.
That's what it looked like. Because I mean, he's with the headlamp and things like that. Let's see if that's. Yeah, it's Blake. Oh no, it's Blake. The headlamp threw me off.
Now does he have sound?
Oh, I can hear him. He's doing stuff.
You can't hear me.
I can hear you.
How y'all doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
well, thank you.
What?
Can you see me better now?
Yeah, I knew it was you. I recognize you. Just you're not usually wearing a headlamp though when we talk.
No, not most of the times.
So
Had to do a little bit of work tonight, so. But yeah, I got good connection out here. Just not good. Nothing to hold the phone with.
You need a good stand.
Yeah, I know it. I need a lot of stuff.
I was able to get some replacements for my stand that broke.
Is that a chain reaction? Dogs making dogs bark.
Yep.
They talking to each other.
Hey, you don't have a screen.
I don't know if I'm able to go hunting this weekend there, Jarrett. I would love to go, but I just don't know how long I could walk. Though I did walk over 6 miles on Friday. Sorry, on Monday. So, yay. Yesterday, I did walk over that far. So, that's a lot for me. Now, depending on which kind of hunting I'm going to be doing, though. Is the squirrel season down where you're at yet there, Blake?
It's always squirrel season.
5 days.
Hey, Cecilia.
Yes, it's always squirrel season.
Oh, we had one this big around and this long, not including the tail, on my tree out front.
Yeah, I didn't realize squirrels will chew through metal like they do.
Oh, they could chew through a lot of things. They are rodents after all.
Oh yeah, these little metal taps here. I don't know how good y'all can see that. This right here is a tap, Colin.
Oh, okay.
That's the internet tap.
Okay, that's the number 4 tap. I know.
There you go.
Yeah.
but the little.
Is that the 4-way tap thing?
Are you making?
Yeah, there's a 4-way, but the little ends right here. I've had the squirrels chew them clean off where I can't even unscrew them out of the housing of this thing right here. Oh, there we go. But it's just a regular. I think it's a 1/2 inch nut.
Galvanized or
He's
not?
not listening to us.
No, I know.
Oh, it's aluminum.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's aluminum and something else. I think it's aluminum brass mixture.
So
That's about what a lot of this stuff is.
There might be something in the metal that they like.
Commercial.
Well, they put I think it's wolf pee they mix into with the plastic, so they won't chew on the plastic. The extra plastic coating on it.
Okay. We're up to 7. We need 3 more people. Oh, good luck on the duck hunt, But I thought it was rabbit season. No, it's duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. That's too much for me right now.
Are we muted?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, because you haven't heard a word we were saying.
I was listening.
Oh no. Go.
We couldn't see what he was holding up.
Yeah, we asked you to make him big.
Oh, I apologize. That's on
It's
me.
too late now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's done showing it.
No, watch.
I'll show you again.
See?
Look, I'll make it better this time. I know y'all probably
Yeah, right
seen
there.
these hanging in the air on your lines and stuff. If you look by your power poles, like usually it's the bottom two lines, they'll have, you know, little big boxes or these little small boxes, and this is what they'll hook your coax to. See this right here, you can hook two homes to this one. And there's some of them, like you talking about, Colin, there's some of them that's got 4. There's some of them that's got 8 ports.
Those are more residential areas, I would think. They would have the 8s.
Yeah, see, I got a 4-port right here.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, and they got the
I've never seen an 8.
4.
That's new. That would be a new one. I just didn't know what they were called.
Yeah, an 8-port.
I just thought they called them a junction box type thing. So,
Well, this right here is probably what you. This right here is an amp box. It's a lot bigger.
oh, okay.
It's got a little tap off the side of it. I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see what I'm showing.
You got it.
But yeah, that's the amp box. It's got a tap off the side of it.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what I'm out here building these so I can hook them up tomorrow in a little subdivision.
Are you working for yourself
yeah,
or somebody else? Because if you're working after hours and not getting paid for it, dude, that's not right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm at my house, but I'm working for somebody else, but for myself at the same time. I'm a contractor.
Oh,
But the more I can do tonight, the easier it'll be for me tomorrow. I can just go and put them in instead of building them tomorrow while I'm putting them in.
well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it works out.
I got to see what kind of commercial I got because apparently Deb got a Temu commercial. I had a Shields commercial for the first night here. Now I got something called Zero.com for tools, I guess. I have no idea. They were showing needle nose pliers. Whatever Zero is.
I've been seeing several of the Vivo.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I have chain gear.
I got something for a new MGM Plus series about Billy the Kid. Okay, that's different.
CHENE chain gear.
Never heard of that one.
We'll show the guy out hunting with his dog.
Like I said, I had a Shields commercial earlier, so.
Got a big color on it.
Now I've got a college online.
This one works for a cable.
Lamar
Okay.
University.
Yeah, I heard about that. They cause most of the damage. They like chewing on them. I'm not sure it's because they need to keep their teeth from overgrowing because I heard their teeth don't stop growing. Jason could probably confirm that more than
Yeah,
I.
their incisors keep growing.
Otherwise, there would be, growing around and all
A
that
lot of
stuff.
times you see them chewing on rocks.
Yeah. So I am going to be starting the thing now. So if you guys want to, participate, let me know. I'm going to be hooking this up because I haven't done it yet. Got it in the background here. Okay. It's literally in the background. Let me put this in. It's really about the background.
Background. The crossbow has a stock that is similar to a firearm, and it shoots shorter arrows than conventional archery equipment. These shorter arrows are sometimes referred to by the medieval term bolts. The crossbow is believed to have existed for more than 2,000 years, long before gunpowder was invented in China. Early crossbows were used as military weapons and as sport hunting tools of the nobility. They were cumbersome, heavy, and difficult to cock. Eventually, the crossbow was replaced as a military weapon by the English longbow because archers could release up to 6 arrows in the time it took to load and fire a crossbow once. Today, crossbows can be an effective recruitment and retention tool for hunters. Many first-time crossbow shooters gain confidence quickly and typically transition to other types of archery equipment. Older persons, persons with heart and other medical conditions, or less physically capable hunters can extend their hunting years by eliminating the need to have the physical strength required to draw and hold other types of archery equipment or deal with the noise and recoil of high-powered rifles. Comparing a conventional bow to a crossbow. As the bow is shot, the string on a conventional compound bow pushes the arrow more than twice the distance as when a crossbow is shot. Therefore, to produce the same arrow speeds, a crossbow must have more than twice the draw weight of a compound bow. Because of this much shorter power stroke or draw on the crossbow, it must have much heavier limbs. The powerful limbs move a short distance and stop quickly when an arrow is shot. Therefore, the crossbow must have more physical mass than a compound bow to absorb the shock. This short, heavy power stroke means the crossbow will create more noise when discharged than the conventional compound bow. In range and power, a crossbow is equivalent to a longbow or compound bow that is about half the crossbow's draw weight. Parts of a crossbow. The most common types of crossbows are compound and recurve. Arrow retention spring holds the arrow in the track until the trigger releases the latch mechanism. Barrel, made of aluminum or polymer. Cocking stirrup, used to aid in cocking the crossbow. The archer's foot is placed in the stirrup to prevent the bow from slipping when it is cocked. Flight groove, grooved track on top of the barrel that allows the arrow to lie in perfect alignment with the string for consistent accuracy. Latch, designed to capture the string when the crossbow is cocked or drawn. The latch holds the string in place until it's released by the trigger. Limbs, can be compound or recurve. A recurve crossbow must have long limbs and a longer barrel to deliver power similar to that of a compound crossbow. Riser, where the limbs attach. Safety, prevents the arrow from releasing accidentally, may engage automatically or manually when the crossbow is cocked. Some crossbows have a dual safety system. Note, since the safety is a mechanical device, it can be subject to failure. Always keep a loaded crossbow pointed in a safe direction. Sight bridge, holds the sight. Stock, made of wood or composite materials and available in many configurations. Recurve versus compound crossbow. Crossbows with recurve limbs must have longer limbs and a longer barrel to provide a longer power stroke as compared to a compound crossbow. Many hunters choose the recurve crossbow because of its simplicity. Arrows. A crossbow arrow, or bolt, is a shaft tipped with a broadhead for hunting or a field point for practice, with feathers or vanes attached to the other end. Your owner's manual stipulates the minimum arrow size, weight, and length that can be shot from your crossbow. Never attempt to shoot an arrow that is spined lighter or that is shorter than the manufacturer's recommendations. Shooting shorter, lighter weight arrows can damage your crossbow and create a safety hazard to you and those around you. Arrows with a diameter smaller than the grooved track in the barrel of the crossbow will sit too low in the barrel's flight groove. Conversely, Arrows with too large a diameter will sit too high and create misalignment between the nock and bowstring. Such a misalignment can cause a dry fire or erratic arrow flight. Crossbow arrows are either aluminum or carbon shafts, with either a flat-capped or moon nock at the guidance end that align with the bowstring when loaded. Always check your owner's manual or with your local dealer for the specific arrow size requirements for your crossbow. Broadheads. Regardless of your crossbow's performance and the type of arrow you shoot, the broadhead arrow point is the most crucial hunting component. Utilizing the shorter and lighter arrows of the crossbow, broadheads should weigh 90 to 125 grains. Heavier heads put the balance point too far forward on the arrow, causing it to come out of the bow front heavy. Lighter heads put the balance point too far back on the arrow, making it back heavy. Mechanical broadheads with retracted blades that spring open on impact may offer a more consistent arrow flight for the short, light crossbow arrow. Be sure to check your state or provincial regulations regarding the legal use of all types of broadheads. Manual cocking. With the manual cocking method, you want to use all 4 fingers on both hands to avoid risking dry firing. The need for cocking aids. Crossbow draw weights have become heavier in recent years as consumers have demanded more speed. As draw weights have increased, the need for cocking aids has become more important. Although it is possible to cock the crossbow manually, most modern crossbow manufacturers also offer a device to assist in cocking, which is included with the crossbow when purchased or sold separately. Some devices come assembled on the crossbow itself. 2 of the most common types of cocking devices are the cocking harness and the hand crank. Most individuals can cock even the heaviest draw weight crossbow using either system. Cocking harness. Also called a rope cocker, the cocking harness reduces the energy required to cock a crossbow by 50%. It consists of a sturdy cord, wrist straps or handles, and pulley-equipped hooks or cocking sled that temporarily attach to the crossbow string. The user cocks the crossbow in a single motion by standing up while pulling on the wrist straps or handles. The cocking harness is very efficient, although it does require some manual dexterity. It allows less physically capable individuals to cock the crossbow themselves. Hand cranks. Hand cranks are either permanently attached to the stock or easily attached and then removed after cocking and prior to the shot. This device operates similarly to a boat winch, using gear reduction and a crank handle to reduce the heaviest draw weights to a fraction of their original weight. Uncocking a crossbow. Never use a cocking device to uncock the crossbow unless it is specifically recommended to do so by the manufacturer. The recommended method of uncocking a crossbow is to shoot an arrow from the cocked crossbow into a safe backstop. If hunting from an elevated stand or tree stand, remove the arrow from the crossbow and leaving the safety in the on position, lower the crossbow from your stand. When safely back on ground level, shoot a practice arrow into a safe backstop, such as a dirt bank or other suitable target. Never leave a crossbow cocked over an extended period of time. Check the owner's manual that came with your crossbow for recommended lengths of time and methods for uncocking. Quivers. Each crossbow manufacturer offers quivers to hold your arrows. Quivers can be detachable or permanently mounted on the crossbow. The quiver hood should cover the broadhead blade completely when the arrow is inserted. Sight systems. Most crossbow manufacturers include a sight system with every crossbow they produce. 3 types of sight systems are the red dot, scope, and peep or pin. Red dot sight. Most crossbow manufacturers offer mounts for scope or red dot style sights. Scope sight. Most crossbow manufacturers offer scopes that are specifically designed to match the ballistic performance and vibration of a crossbow. Scopes for crossbows are made to match the reverse recoil and excessive vibration of a crossbow. Peep or pin sight. This sight system includes a rear sight peep with a blade and pin front sight. Preparing to shoot. Every crossbow manufacturer includes an owner's manual with each model. It is extremely important that you read and understand the manual before assembling your crossbow. If a dealer assembles the crossbow, never attempt to shoot it before reading the manual. Retain and date the owner's manual for future reference. If you do not have your owner's manual, visit the crossbow manufacturer's website to get one. Checking your equipment. Always inspect your crossbow and arrows before you go target shooting or hunting. Make sure the safety and trigger are functioning properly. Check the string and cables to make sure they are not fraying or broken. Check the string serving for wear. Make sure all bolts are tight, including those connecting the bow to the stock and those on the cocking stirrup. Make sure the arrow retention spring will hold the arrow in the proper position. Examine each arrow to make sure that there are no cracks or breaks in the shaft, that the fletching is not damaged, and that the nock is in good condition. Replace any nock that is cracked or broken. Discard any arrow that has a cracked or broken shaft. Never use a damaged arrow. Some common types of damage to look for are creases, dents, or cracks in aluminum or carbon arrows. Carbon arrows that do not pass flexing and twisting tests. Visual crossbow inspection checklist. The International Crossbow Education Program has developed a checklist for visually checking the condition of crossbow equipment. Click here to view a PDF of the Visual Crossbow Inspection Checklist. Sighting in your crossbow. You must shoot and sight in your crossbow using broadheads and arrow shafts identical to those you will be using for hunting. Begin sighting in by using identical weight practice points. Then attach the broadheads identical to those you will be hunting with to your arrows. Your point of impact with a broadhead may vary from your point of impact with identical weight target points. Therefore, it is a good idea to purchase a couple of extra broadheads just for this sighting in purpose. Remember to always use razor-sharp broadheads for hunting. If you must use the same broadheads for practice as well as hunting, remember to resharpen the blades or replace them prior to hunting. When sighting in, it is best to use some type of shooting bench or support for greater stability. Only use targets or backstops that have been approved for crossbow use. Also, check the target manufacturer's specifications before shooting broadheads into a particular target. Centering the crossbow string's center serving area. The crossbow string's center serving area should be centered on either side of the latch system for consistent shooting when the crossbow is in the cocked position. For ease of centering, you may want to use a permanent marker to color the part of the serving on the string that is immediately outside the rail on both sides of the stock when the crossbow is uncocked. When the crossbow is cocked, you can glance down quickly and check to see if the string serving is centered. If the string serving is not centered, it can be adjusted in the latch by pulling back on the string and moving it until the marks are centered. For consistent arrow grouping, it is important that the string serving is always centered. Cocking the crossbow. Follow these steps to cock your crossbow. Place the safety on fire. The safety may be on the side or the rear of the sight bridge. When manually cocking a crossbow, place the ball of either foot in the cocking stirrup to prevent slippage. Bend over the stock and manually pull the string back, utilizing the strength of your hands, arms, legs, and lower back, or use a cocking device. Draw the string back along the barrel to the latching and safety mechanism. With the longer stock on recurve crossbows and some compound crossbows, you'll have to lean to the side when cocking because it is not possible to bend over the stock and reach the string. When cocking by hand or with any type of cocking device, you must be extremely careful to center the string in the same trigger latch position each time for consistent accuracy. A cocking aid ensures consistent string placement. When the crossbow is cocked, engage the safety. On some models, the safety is engaged automatically. Check the owner's manual to determine how the safety is engaged on your crossbow. Always keep the front end of a cocked crossbow pointed downrange and in a safe direction, even if you do not have an arrow or bolt loaded. Do not take the safety off unless an arrow is mounted in the crossbow in the shooting position and you are ready to shoot. Holding the crossbow. Grooves or placement guides for your fingers and thumb are located on the forearm of the crossbow stock. Be sure to use them. Leaving a finger in the path of the crossbow string as it snaps forward results in serious injury. Before cocking the crossbow, bring the crossbow to your shoulder, referred to as shouldering, several times and practice sighting in on the target. Note the following: your cheek location on the stock, the safety on-off movements, where to put your fingers and thumbs on the forearm of the stock, correct grip. With the leading hand in this position, there is no possibility of the cable passing over your fingers and injuring your hand. Potentially dangerous grips. All three of the hand positions below are potentially dangerous and could lead to a severe finger injury when firing the crossbow. Aiming with sights. Red dot sight system. With the red dot sight system, the red dot should be centered in the tube of the sight and held on the center of the target. Scope sight. With a scope sight with single crosshairs, the intersection of the vertical and horizontal crosshairs should be placed over the center of the target. With a scope sight with multiple range crosshairs, the top crosshair, usually darker than the lower ones, will be utilized as the 0 to 20 yards crosshair. This crosshair is used to zero the arrow into the center of the target with the scope's windage and elevation adjustments. Peep sight. With the peep sight, the little ball on the pin should be held on the center of the target and in the center of the peep. Shooting the crossbow. When you are ready to shoot, place an arrow or bolt in the cocked crossbow by putting the odd-colored fletching down into the track and moving it back against the string under the arrow retention spring. Make sure there are no obstacles near the ends of the limbs. When the trigger is pulled, the limb tips move forward with enough energy to damage them if they strike a stationary object. They also can cause injury if they strike an observer. Bring the crossbow to your shoulder and align the sights on the target. Release the safety. Take a deep breath, let half of it out. Squeeze the trigger. Follow through by continuing to aim at the target after pulling the trigger. It takes time for the arrow to leave the bow. If you relax as soon as the trigger releases the latch, the arrow will strike low on the target or not reach it at all. At 10 yards, the arrow should hit the target. Crossbow hunting from an elevated stand. When hunting from an elevated stand, secure all arrows in a quiver attached to your crossbow. The quiver should have a hood that covers the broadheads of the arrows. Cock the unloaded crossbow at the base of the tree or stand and then tie it to your haul line so that the haul line is away from the trigger. Once you are securely in the stand, pull up the crossbow and load it. After you make a shot, you may cock the crossbow in the stand only if you have a cocking device that does not require you to lean over to cock the bow. If you do not have a cocking device, you must lower the crossbow with your haul line, cock it on the ground, and haul it back to the stand. Never lean over to cock a crossbow in an elevated stand. Video, crossbow safety.
So what's the difference between this arrow and this arrow? Well, this one is meant to be shot with a modern crossbow. Crossbow hunting opportunities have continued to evolve across North America, with more and more places allowing crossbows to be used during season. And the tool itself has actually evolved a lot since the medieval days. The principle is still the same though. A short horizontal bow mounted on a gun-type stock that is pre-drawn, cocked, loaded, and fired using a trigger mechanism. Toss in a few advancements such as a compound bow, a scope sight, a safety, and a synthetic stock, and you have a hunting tool that's very effective for crossbow hunting. The safety, success, and ethics of hunting with a crossbow is similar to all other bows. Of course, you still need to understand the animal or species you're hunting, establish and know your effective range, and all the other safety advice that applies to traditional bows. But there is one big difference here, and that's in the mechanics. The mechanics of drawing or cocking, loading, holding, and shooting a crossbow are very different than drawing and shooting conventional bows. And using a crossbow comes with its own special safety concerns. With a crossbow, you don't just draw the string back and release it. You cock it first, then load it. And because the draw weight can be twice that of a conventional bow, you'll need to follow the manufacturer's instructions for safely cocking your style of crossbow. Once it's cocked, make sure the safety is engaged until you're ready to shoot. Now, most modern crossbows automatically engage the safety when cocked, but it is a mechanical device that can fail, so be sure to always check that the safety is engaged. Shooting a crossbow may seem simple enough, but it's not so simple if your leading hand is in the wrong position. So pay attention or you'll end up retrieving your fingers instead of your arrows. When holding your crossbow, your leading hand should support the bow underneath the stock, safely below the string and well behind the cables, because wrapping your fingers or thumb around the sides of the stock in line with the cables or string may result in the last shot you ever try with that hand. And when it comes time to unload or decock your crossbow, decock. Check your owner's manual on how to uncock safely. Most manufacturers recommend uncocking a crossbow by simply shooting a practice arrow into a safe backstop. And don't just remove your arrow and dry fire because you will damage your crossbow. And never use your cocking device to decock because you'll wreck yourself and your equipment. When it comes time for unloading, use these same steps anytime you're shooting. Keep the safety on until an arrow is mounted in the crossbow and you are ready to shoot. Be sure of your target and what's beyond it. Check the position of your leading hand. No, seriously. Yeah. No, seriously. Make sure your hand and fingers are out of the way. Make sure the limbs are clear of obstructions. And if you're hunting from an elevated stand, remove the arrow, leave the safety on, then lower the crossbow with your haul line. When you're back on the ground, shoot a practice arrow into a safe backstop.
Now, we all get pretty excited when we're hunting, but if you're tempted to physically go after your quarry fully cocked and loaded, then don't. I can only imagine how dangerous that is.
And that's why we wait until we've arrived at and gotten settled at our hunting location before we load. And if hunting from a tree stand, cock your bow on the ground, and once you are up and secured in the stand, use your haul line to pull it up.
And now we know the difference between this kind of arrow and this kind of arrow. And remember, this is the only one you want to shoot out of a crossbow, because conventional arrows just don't have the strength to be shot out of a crossbow. And these are great tools in bow hunting. You just want to make sure you use them safely. All right, we'll see you out there.
Range requirements. Remember the following when practicing with your crossbow. A practice range must be in an open area at least 300 yards deep. Target distance from the shooter is typically 20 yards. Utilize a safe, solid backstop, such as a high dirt bank, behind the target. Be sure to check local ordinances regarding crossbow shooting before setting up a backyard range.
Okay, folks, this is time for the quiz. If anybody's, be well, Cecilia. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to catch you.
Good night, Cecilia.
I'm waiting for all the ads to end up because I'm not sure where all the ads are at the moment. That wasn't very long. That was actually a pretty short section.
Yeah, it was.
So I'm going to find out what's in here.
QVC Plus.
I got shields again.
I got nothing this time.
Yep, got shields going on right now. So another 16 seconds and it'll be done. Then once that's done, we'll get started on the test. It seems fairly straightforward, and especially it might be appropriate for Rob, since his shoulder's all screwed up.
I got luxury linens.
The next one is called Ilman Market Illumina, the Genome Era, whatever that is. That was just a quick in and out. Okay, if everybody's ready for the quiz, please put a 1 in the chat, if you would, please. That way I know you're ready, you're done with your commercials. Then I'll get started on the quiz. I'm assuming that Molly and Jason are both ready to go. I was going to see if Rob and anybody else who's interested, and then go through this thing one step at a time, because it should be fairly simple, according to my looking ahead here. Yep. Didn't tell me how, probably about 5 or 6 questions, 10 questions, I think. So, yeah. We'll see who's all here. We got 3 people showing. I'm not sure who's all here still. Let me check on this side. Oh, this looks like Jarrett's still here. Cecilia's getting ready to head out. She's not out of there yet. Let's see. Chrissy, if you're still here, let me know. Rob, let me know. Blake, are you there? Let me know, folks. I want to make sure we have everybody who's interested in here. Rob, right now, with the way his shoulder is, this would probably be the only way he can really go this year anyway, because of his broken shoulder bone and everything. That would really suck.
Yeah.
But that does not mean you're out of hunting. So this is an option. So this was a good day to know about that information. So it's not the most ideal information, but with the proper certification from your doctor, you should be able to at least accomplish something. That way you don't put yourself out of hunting altogether. Because I know how depressing it can be when you can't go out and hunt. So if everybody's ready, I guess we're going to get started now. First one is question 1 of 5. There's only 5 questions. It won't let me do the deals here. So what is the correct way to cock a crossbow manually? A, use the index finger and thumb of the dominant side hand.
No.
B, use the index finger and thumb on both hands. C, use all 4 fingers on the dominant side hand. Or D, use all 4 fingers on both hands.
D.
D.
D. I'm going to
Or refer to your owner's manual.
D.
Yep. 1. Yes, CR. Thank you for coming. Yeah. What's your answer, CR?
Candy Crush.
A, B, C, or D?
D.
D. Okay, we got Candy. Well, you don't have to watch Candy Crush all the way through if you don't want to. You can skip them if you want to. I love the fact that if you would want to watch it, it helps me, with revenue, but it's a very small portion of what I get right now because I'm averaging about 25 cents a day on one of these. Okay, so I'm going to say D, like everybody else says. Let's see what the estimated answer is. Didn't say. Question 2. What happens if the diameter of the arrow is too large for the groove track in the barrel? A, the arrow might sit too low in the flight groove. B, the crossbow might dry fire. C, the arrow might fly straight but will not go as far. Or D, the crossbow will shoot with arrow without any problems. I'm thinking C.
What was A?
Sit too low. If it's too large, it means it's the spring is lower. So it's either going to be B or C. I'm leaning towards C, but what do you guys think?
Yeah, because I know the knock won't line up, so.
Oh, Scott, it's okay. Thank you for coming, by the way.
It might dry fire.
That's what I was thinking. It's either B or C.
Because it'll flip the arrow up.
Right.
I'm going to go with B.
You want to say B?
Yeah.
Let's see what the rest of the crowd says.
Just because of the way it would pull on the arrow or pull on the bolt, pushing it up into the sight riser.
Oh, give me a second here. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you for the picture there, Scott. Dry fire. Okay, we got a C and a B so far.
I don't know.
If the arrow is, I'll reread the question one more time. What happens if the diameter of the arrow is too large for the groove track in the barrel? Since the cock feather or the odd feather out is seated into the groove.
I'm thinking it might just pull the arrow of the bolt up and dry fire.
It's possible it could slip underneath.
Yeah, if it slips underneath, that's a dry fire.
Right. Okay, we got a C, we got 2 C's and 2 B. I'm thinking B.
I'll go with the possibilities with physics.
Let's go with B. See what happens. Because it was a 50-50 choice. Next one. Number 3 of 5. Which of the following describes the latch on a crossbow? A, it captures the string of the crossbow when it is cocked and holds the string in place until it's released by the trigger. B, it is a groove track that allows the arrow to lie in perfect alignment with the string for consistent accuracy. C, it is where the archer's foot is placed to prevent the crossbow from slipping when it's cocked. Or D, it's made of wood or composite materials and available in many configurations.
I like C.
Yeah. C is the stirrup.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's
a
probably
stirrup.
going to be A.
Yeah, I'm thinking A. Let's see what everybody else says first. On this one here, what do you guys think? I'm thinking A, just because it sounds right, because it's holding the string. I've owned crossbows before. I've shot crossbows before. My wife actually is the one who we owned it together, but it was hers. So we got 3 A's so far. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Next question. A crossbow is in the cock position and the string serving is not centered. Which method would you use to adjust the string serving? Try fire the crossbow and cock it again. I would say no. Shoot the arrow. B, shoot the arrow at the target. Cock the arrow crossbow again. That's 2 down. Release the trigger latch. Restring the crossbow. While possible, that's not my first choice. D, I think this one's the answer. What do you guys think?
What was the question again?
Okay. What is in the crossbow is in the cock position and the serving is not centered. Which method would you use to adjust the string serving? Dry fire the crossbow and cock it again. B, shoot the arrow at a target and cock the crossbow again. C, release the trigger latch and restring the crossbow. D, pull back on the string until the string serving is centered. That's what before you cock it, though, because it's talking about it's in the cock position already. You can't do anything once it's in the cock position.
Yeah.
Now, B sounds like.
Well, I can't read B because it says support on some of the letters. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm thinking B.
Because you would have to do it from when it's uncocked to pull it back a little bit, then adjust the serving string. That's what according to what they said. So, because you can't adjust it once it's cocked.
No, there's too much pressure on it.
Okay, Scott, good to know. CR says B as well. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking B. Okay, that's the majority rules. B.
Does SD already have a crossbow?
I believe he might. Well, what'd you ask him?
Yeah. If
Scott,
not,
do you have a crossbow already, dude?
if not, the javelin's pretty. The javelin's pretty cheap. With the
I like Barrett's, but that's just me.
Yeah.
But that's Barrett's are very common low budget crossbows.
Oh, he doesn't.
Well, I wish I could have gone to the flea market over the weekend. I could have kept an eye out one for you. Okay, here's the last question, folks. Why do many hunters choose a recurve crossbow instead of a compound crossbow?
The ease of some simplicity.
Yep. A, the recurve crossbow has shorter limbs. That's a lie. B, the recurve crossbow has a shorter barrel.
No.
Can't answer that one. The recurve crossbow is smaller. No. D, as you just said earlier, Jason,
Yep.
the recurve crossbow is simpler.
Yep. D.
I'm thinking D. What do we got here in thing?
Ajax, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Tyler? Yep, and D is he chose D as well. Okay, D is the answer. We all in an agreement. Submit answer. You completed the quiz. Let's see your results. Let's see how I did. Review critique. Hey, and I got one wrong. Oh, but the thing is, it's not taking into account the wording of the question
Yeah.
because it says it's in the cock position already. You have to discharge it before you could do that. That is a trick question that's wrong.
No, we should find out why.
I
And
think
what is the act and how to do it.
that's Unit 7. That was it.
I missed it in the
No, I saw it in the video.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it, folks.
Still passed.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
But I think that one should have been ours is technically right due to the fact is that you can't technically, adjust your serving while it's cocked. But you do it before you do anything like that. But hey, CR chose C and D. Well, that's done. That's actually a very. I'm good. I don't need any more. I got some right there. Here, let me put those in there too, man. Thank you. Thank you. I actually picked this up at the Goodwill Outlet store many moons ago, and I've been wearing it ever since. It's nice. It's comfy. Keeps my hair in place. Yeah, it's a combo question on that one because you got to discharge the weapon in order to get the you can pull it back manually to slide your serving string over. I make bowstrings. I've got the setup for making crossbow bowstrings for manual crossbows, not compounds. But still, it just you don't slide cross when they're in the cocked position. You just can't. But it is what it is. I passed, as you saw. But there you go. That's good to know. That was actually a very short and apt for both Scott and Rob apparently because of their shoulder problems.
Right.
So that was a good thing to know today. If you guys wanted me to go back and over that, I can send you the link and you guys can go through it yourself to get to where we're at this particular point in time. I'll be attempting number 7 this coming Thursday. So you have a crossbow, don't you, Jason?
I do.
What kind do you have?
A knockoff. There's no name on it.
There's no. Oh, it's a generic.
It's a generic.
Is it a compound or is it a recurve?
Recurve.
I love the recurve ones just because they're simple. I actually had a wooden crossbow with an iron prod. That's the bow part. And that's the one that got stolen. It was a 63-pound crossbow. And it was lever action, not a trigger. And the stock was straight. And I had it we got it because the as a gift because the stock was cracked. But I had a friend of mine drill and insert pegs to peg it permanently closed and clamped it down so it would be solid again. And it was perfect for hunting. Until some idiot just got into our tent and took it. I used to be a part of the Isaac Walton League, but I move around a lot, so it's kind of hard to go from one area to another without having to pay fees again. But that's about all the ones I've ever done. I've never done any waterfowl hunting, so there was no need for me to go do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you guys get any ducks or anything like that down your way.
There's ducks everywhere.
No, I mean you don't have a lot of water in your area unless it's your creek or something.
Oh, we got water everywhere.
Yeah, ponds and
Creeks,
creeks.
lakes, swamps.
Well, I mean, I'm on your property. It was
No, not on the
close to
property,
home,
no.
but that's all I can
pool
get.
in, and I can have ducks in about 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, he's made wood boxes, duck boxes before, so that's why Jared is asking.
Yeah, SD. Like I said, if you go to Pyramid Air, I'm just gonna read off. Excuse me. This is going to be the Air Javelin Pro. It will shoot a 170 grain arrow at 370 feet per second. So that's still cooking for that kind of weight. The gun is only $299 right now, and it shoots arrows.
That's the air gun, but the thing is, not every area.
Yeah, unfortunately, this would be during rifle season. You can't use it during bow season.
Yeah, that's the issue right there.
Yep.
But there are several places online you can go check that may or may not have what you're looking for.
Now, it has a big brother called the Air Saber, which is crazy.
Well, you can also check Cabela's, Shields, Bass Pro.
Oh no, they're going to be those prices are going to be higher everywhere else.
Even Walmart sells crossbows.
Oh yeah, crossbows, yes. Let me check out the Air Saber, and that way you can go out to like 70 yards with that one.
Because right now they got a Killer Instinct lethal 405 feet per second crossbow for 302.
I don't know how much that one is.
But they do have that one is the crank, allows for the removable crank option for cocking the crossbow. That's a permanent purchase for only $88.99. But you can probably get it cheaper, like maybe off season or something like that, if they do that kind of thing. So that's just one of them. They have some cheaper ones that go all the way down to the next one is the Lethal 405. That one is a $220 package, which includes a scope, a bow quiver, and it's got the cocking straps. And there's one a little cheaper than that from Centerpoint called the Archery Dagger 390 compound crossbow kit, 390 feet per second. And I'm not sure exactly what it all has, but yeah. That one, I'm not sure because I don't know.
Only $10 more for the scope to come with it. Wow, that's a deal.
Well, they have other ones, they're cheaper, but yeah, they got some really expensive ones that go $350 all the way down to like the 180 for 158 for the Centerpoint. So,
alrighty, here we go. An Umark Saber. Its muzzle energy for the arrow is 169 foot-pounds at 450 feet per second.
yeah, but remember, not all areas accept those for.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why let's just stick to the compound, the crossbow sections for now, Jason. But if for an outdoor option and other options, if they allow it,
Oh yeah,
that would be something to give them more versatility. But yeah, that's an option as well.
yeah. Crossbows are just getting expensive.
Yeah.
Crazy expensive.
Let me give you the link on the Walmart one that I got. That way you can look it up yourself.
Yeah.
here's what I got under crossbows for. I'm not sure how well this is going to come across, but yeah, there you go. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, I did. They have, some of the cheaper options rather than going to some of the bigger name brands stores such as Cabela's, Shields, Archery Field and Sports, or what was the other one? Sportsman's Warehouse, that kind of thing. And also, they deliver. I don't see Cabela's delivering to you.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Guess how many grains the arrow is.
How much?
Just take a stab in the dark.
340.
Keep going.
Up or down?
Up.
700.
No, not that heavy. 376 grains. That is heavy.
I've always had trouble trying to figure out, the difference between grains weight and spine weight. When you do spine weight, the numbers, you got to go down. But when you do weight, you got to go up.
The weight is the weight of the arrow. The weight of the spine is the flexibility of the arrow.
Yeah. You got to go down number-wise for the spine weight, but you got to go up for the actual weight of the arrow.
Yeah.
Which is really freaky. But I need a really heavy-duty arrow for my bows. So I have to have a lower spine weight, but a higher weight.
Yep, same here.
So, but I know you're not into regular crossbows as much, Jason, but some of these are actually got some really good options because they also have the bowstring wax for crossbows.
Yeah.
Which most people forget that you got to wax the rails.
Yes, you do. You got to wax the rails. You got to wax the strings. Do not wax where you knock your bolt.
Do not do the serving. Don't knock the serving.
Yeah.
Don't wax the serving.
Wax the serving, yes.
But they do have a couple of the hand crank cocking mechanisms here, which is I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
So that's good news. They have one for $88.99 and another one for $99, both by Killer Instinct. They even got the pistol crossbows, which I think are a joke.
Oh, not for frog hunting?
No, literally, because they give you those little plastic bolts.
They work.
No, I didn't say they couldn't kill anything, but the thing is, they're so freaking light, they never shoot straight.
Yeah.
You actually have to have real bolts or arrows, as they call them on the thing. Otherwise, it won't work. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn from the inside with one of those using those plastic bolts. They have some really cheap ones. Like there's one for a recurve crossbow. It's a 150-pound pull for $99.99.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Like I said,
long as you're able.
They're wide like mine is.
Yes, they are. These are recurve crossbows, not compound crossbows. The cheapest one so far is 158. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 158 for a compound crossbow.
Yeah, I'll grab mine.
That is the Center Point Archery Dagger. They do have, oh my gosh, they have one here that is almost $664.99 for a crossbow. It's a 400 feet per second crossbow. Are you going to bed already, hon? Oh, okay. Thought it was a little early for that. They do have a Bear X Desire RD self-cocking pistol crossbow for $63.58. that might come in handy for like small stuff, like small game, or maybe
Fishing.
I don't know. I've never really.
Well, they have that. They have little fishing arrows for that, where you can actually have it tethered to a string.
Right. Yeah, they one of the ones that I'm looking at right now on Walmart. They have a $706 10-point Wicked Ridge Invader 400 feet per second crossbow package with AccuDraw Pro. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm gonna take a look at that one. Does it have a built-in? It has a built-in hand crank. Oh, is that electric?
Yeah,
Ooh.
noisy. They are noisy.
Let's see here.
And those ones you can decock. I've seen those ones.
Yeah, but woo, that's $706.
Yeah. Like I said, this is just a no-name knockoff, probably from China.
It's ad time.
Is it that time?
Ad time.
Excuse me, made in Taiwan, so that means it's a little bit better.
But for Walmart, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But they do have some other options there that I was looking at that is really interesting.
And this was just a little skeletonized, really super light.
Oh, no, I just saw something. They have a AMS bowfishing carp left-hand crossbow kit. Why a left-hand one? I don't know. But they do have the bowfishing set up for that.
These are ambidextrous.
But the most expensive one so far is $700. And that's for people who have more budget than sense in my personal experience, but that's not me. It's up to the person to decide what they can afford to do and what they can safely use.
Now, see, if you were able to use these crossbows at that range, I would have brought mine.
They do have one. It's even worth more than the $700 one. It's an $898 one called the Wicked Ridge RDX 400. It's a reverse draw crossbow, whatever that means.
The limbs are backwards.
Yeah, here's a picture.
Right on the side.
Here's a picture.
But a lot of times, simplicity is the key.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got one of those. I think that's just as a crank. You attach a crank to.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, you
But
see in the bottom of the stock, you'll see
Right.
the handle. They'll detach. You put it in there and you crank them.
Yeah. It might be a little lighter than some too.
And that's a cheap one.
Right. Now, these things sticking out the side, are those quivers or no?
No, right there. No, I think those might be. I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with them.
Oh, they
because-
could be string stops to keep the air string from going past that point.
Yeah, they could.
But that's what an almost $900 crossbow looks like.
And those are the cheapies. I've seen a lot of these things go for like $2,000.
And here comes the package comes with, just scroll down here, the scope, the mossy oak coverage, the quiver, and the three of the bolts.
All right, SD, have a good night.
Be well, Scott. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, that's still slippery. That's good.
Thank you, Scott. I really appreciate it. Left-handed stuff is hard for me to find because it's just people discount left-handers, and there's a lot of us out there who do hunt and fish, bowfish, and all that other stuff. If I was able to go to the flea market over the weekend, I would have went to look for bow fishing gear. Still, because that's one of the things I'm looking for right now.
Because I have this thing sighted in for exactly 30 yards.
30 yards is a decent distance. Now, is that from an elevated position or a ground
Flat.
position?
Flat.
Okay.
So,
So
if
you'd
I'm
have-
sitting down 20 yards.
Be well, Jared. Thank you for coming. Looks like everybody's bowing out right now. It might be a short night for me because just,
There's Amanda and Booster.
hey, Mandy. Glad you can finally make it. I hope things are going well for you. We kind of missed you on Cliff's Live. Did you ever show up on Cliff's Live on Saturday or no?
I don't remember.
I
Yeah,
don't
I think
remember.
she did.
Huh?
I think she did.
Okay, I was probably late then. Because I know that Steve showed up for a while,
Yeah.
but I had to leave because my legs are
I
killing
think she
me.
came in right at the end.
Okay.
I
You're
think,
welcome, Mandy.
I thought she didn't make it because she was working or something.
or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember if it was very beginning or if it was the end.
She said that there was about a fair going on or something going on at that over the weekend. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Tonight's we did the thing for the
Oh, she
Bowhunter
did.
safety
She did
thing.
miss his life.
Okay. We already did our unit for the bow hunting safety thing. It was very short, but we're just showing off some crossbow stuff. We don't really need them all right now, so there you go. Because the people who are needing them bowed out, both
Yeah.
Rob and Scott and Jarrett. So there's that. Oh man, my stomach has been tore up in knots all day. So I'm barely holding myself together right now. But I might have to cut it short because I'm exhausted, but I didn't do anything, if that makes any sense.
Wow. I wish I could sleep for 12 hours every once in a while.
Thought so. She went to the fair.
Even when I was sick, I couldn't even sleep that long.
I slept for about an hour and a half or so right before the stream. So, but I am sore from head to toe. And
I don't have
yeah.
work on.
I even missed my first physical therapy appointment because I wasn't feeling well, which really freaking sucked. But other than that, that's what I got. I'm trying to remember what. Okay. 15 hours of sleep. Oh my gosh.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Though I have a feeling I'm not going to be on much longer because my body is hurting. It's telling me it's trying to shut itself down so I can heal. But so I think I'm going to end it here, folks, because I don't think I have enough energy in me to keep it going.
Alrighty.
Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Mandy, I'm sorry I'm not going to be on very much longer. I'm beat. I'm not sure if you guys can see my eyes. My eyes are exhausted. Look at how tired I am. I'm out of it. But I did like the information they gave on the crossbows.
Yeah.
I thought it was very appropriate for those people who have shoulder injuries that we have in our group, which is really cool.
Or even back.
It was a back soldiers or even people who they showed in pictures who are wheelchair bound.
Oh yeah.
So that's freaking cool. So
Yeah, what's also kind of nice is there's a gentleman up in Michigan who's trying to get the air bows legalized for hunting for people who are, wheelchair bound because they can't go out during rifle season during snow.
right.
Yeah.
I do know about one hunter, I think, I can't remember his name, that is wheelchair bound, but he has a tracked wheelchair specialized for him.
Yeah.
Allow him to go out in all weather and everything else.
Yeah, but you got to remember those things take batteries. Guess what doesn't like the cold?
Right.
Exactly.
I would think if he was going to do something like that, you would actually have a dual fuel type situation on that one. Instead of batteries, you would go with like a gas one if you had
Oh,
to.
that'd be way too heavy.
They do it with snowmobiles all the time.
Yeah.
Just use it set up with like a snowmobile, But that's just something. Blake's back. Well, Blake, I think I might. I'm gonna have to call it because my knees are killing me. My body is aching from head to toe, and lucky I haven't, jerked out my supper.
Is it Steve that's on Backwoods Misfit? Is that what he's on tonight?
No, not until later.
No, I think he's on now.
I don't think so.
Well, you guys, if you guys want to jump over, go ahead. I'm going to be shutting down here in a
No, I
minute.
was just trying to let everybody else know if they want to keep continuing to tag along.
Oh yeah, my face is killing you. What?
Yes, it is the Backwoods Misfits.
What about you?
Me? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bug Steve. He's
What?
been in the stand all weekend.
Well, good luck on if you've gotten anything because I haven't heard anybody getting anything yet.
Well, who was it? I think Seek won. Got one already, and another YouTuber got one already. I can't
Well,
remember
Steve
who it was.
had a couple of does, but they were out of.
Hootie
too
Who
far.
or Hootie Who got one already.
I'm waiting on my written permission first.
Yep.
Before
by the way, with a crossbow.
Is he regulated to the crossbow?
I think he is in Arkansas. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I'm
Did
liking
Ted
the
get
fact.
one, Jason?
Who?
Ted.
Which Ted? I know a couple of Teds.
Ted Danson,
Any Ted get one?
Ted Cruz, Ted Kennedy.
Oh no, I don't know about them. I'm talking YouTubers.
I'm just throwing out the people I know whose name is Ted.
Well, there's
Bundy.
Ted's holdover.
I don't know Bundy. Off the hook, outdoors.
I know he's hunting right now in the north. I haven't seen anything from him.
Well, she said he got one.
Oh, okay. Who did?
No, he's asking if he got one.
Oh,
We don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything from him in the past few days.
Scooter. Let's go inside. Move.
Now, what I could do, Jason, if you wanted to,
Let's go inside. Move.
I could bow out and leave this up,
Get your ball.
and that way you can still be here and do stuff.
Now
Well,
move.
we were going to go over and bug Steve for a bit, see if he got anything.
Oh yeah, Ted Nugent. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, Ted Nugent.
Oh yeah, he did get one. Yeah, of course he does.
Ted always gets one.
Yeah, but then again, he's got what 400 acres.
He's got more than that in multiple states.
Yeah,
He's got property here. He's got property in Texas. He's got property everywhere. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow on your channel there,
yeah.
Jason. Be well. I love you guys all, but I need to get myself some sleep. Hopefully I'll feel better in the morning. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night. No preamble on this one. I'm just going bye-bye.
Bye bye.